Hi and welcome to Live with Joy and good morning. I'm going to wait a few moments to let everybody start to find that post and then we will get started on discussing what we're going to be doing today. Once again, this is a specific week is what I'm calling it because we are working each day on specific muscle groups. So as a recap, on Monday we had focus on the glutes. On Tuesday we had that focus on the back and the biceps. Yesterday on Wednesday we focused on the glutes and the quads and the hamstrings. And today our focus is going to be on the chest and the triceps. So we are getting that upper body blast in on those two muscle groups. Again, doesn't mean that there isn't going to be any other muscle groups working to assist or get recruited in with the exercise that we're doing, but that is our specific two muscle groups that we're going to be focusing on today, which means that all of the exercises are going to be dominantly incorporating those muscle groups. Again, either compound movements that include both or really kind of isolate those specific areas. And we do have a lot of isolating exercises today that will specifically work on those areas. Again, some muscles will be assisting or recruited in for help, but the main focus will be those muscle groups as we move through our workout. So we have a large portion of the class today on the floor because those are some of the best, that is the best way to hit some of those muscle groups, especially the chest and also the tricep. There's lots of different things that we can do from the floor that really help to hit those muscle groups. So we will have two circuits standing. We'll start there on our feet. We'll warm it up there. We'll go through two circuits, hitting a couple of exercises that get those areas, and then we'll take it to the floor because that's really going to be the best area to hit, especially the chest, but also get those triceps involved as well. So we got 6 circuits today. We've got 30 seconds for each exercise, and each circuit is a superset, which means we have 2 exercises that we're going to be working back to back for 4 sets. You will have a 5 seconds transition time to just kind of reset, get into that good posture and form, and then start your second exercise or go back to your first exercise. So 4 sets of everything today. I will show you the 2 moves before we start. We have 30 seconds in between each circuit where I'll preview, you'll have a moment, you can get some water, but at the same time be looking at me so you kind of know what those 2 exercises are, and then you can decide what kind of weight you want to go with. So today you just need dumbbells. Make sure that you have, if you only have 1 set, that's the one that you're going to use. If any of the exercises get to be too much with the weights that you have, just go through the motions without the weights, totally fine as well. Make sure you have some lighter ones to use today since upper body is not as strong as the lower body. So anywhere from 3s to 5s. You can also probably for some of the grounded work, the chest presses and things like that, you might be able to go heavier with 8s and 10s, okay? So if you have the array of those different size dumbbells, go ahead and feel free to see what you want to work with, have them all close by when we get to the ground so you can interchange them if you need to on those different sets, okay? So you can always change them during the sets. If you start to fatigue, go ahead and go with the lighter weights. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, it's too much weight, feel free to go lighter, okay? All right, let's warm it up because we do have about 30 minutes of work that we have to do. So we definitely want to get moving. Marching it out, right and left, right, left. Standing up nice and tall, getting those shoulders down and retracting back and engaging that center. Let's go forward. 3, 2, now do a little cross, little push. 8 more right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step touch, take it side side. 8 more, 8, 4, 3, 2, reach across and tap, reach. 8 more, 8, 4, 3, 2, reach it overhead, up. 8 more, 8, 4, 3, 2, back across, reach it. Eight more. 8, 4, 3, 2, hamstring curl, pull it back. 8 more. 8, 4, 3, 2, bring those knees to the front, pull. 8 more. 8, 4, 3, 2, back to those hamstrings. 8, 4, 3, 2, reach across and tap for 8, 4, 3, 2, reach it overhead, up. Good, really reach and extend those arms, get those elbows bending and extending across. 8, 4, 3, 2, step touch and press. 4, 3, 2, heel across, press. 4, 3, 2, march it out, right and left. Keep marching, roll the shoulders back 4 times. 3 more, 2 more. Take those legs out wide and hold. Hands on those thighs and hinge forward with a flat back. Hold and roll it up halfway. Stretch that spine. Take that flat back down. Roll it all the way up, allow that head to come up last. Roll the shoulders back and step it in. All right, first 2 exercises. I'm gonna go with 5 pounds. What we're gonna be doing is setting those feet hip to shoulder width apart. Rotate up those scooping press. Palms are up. And then your second exercise is to hinge forward, get the elbows up, and kick back. So the first exercise is chest. Second exercise, we're hitting the back of those arms, those triceps. So let's get those shoulders down and back and engage that center. Get to that first exercise. It's that scooping press right here. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. On that clock, 30 seconds right here. So if you see me from the front, my arms come to my side with the palms facing me. And then up and together, bringing those weights all the way up in front of the chest and even bringing them together with control. You're not slamming them. You're just lightly bringing them together. Give a slight bend in those elbows, up nice and tall, and engage that center to keep your body in solid position. Get that last one in. Now hinge forward, get the elbows up, open up that chest, retract those shoulder blades back, and double kickbacks right here. Engage that center, make sure you're not tucking that chin in or looking up. You're keeping little space between that chin and that chest, keeping that neck in a neutral alignment with that spine. Make sure the chest is open and the shoulders aren't rounded here. Lower the weights down, come up, shoulders down and back, get into your solid position, and you're right back into that scooping press. Engaging that center, pulling that belly in. Up and together, scoop it, press. Make sure every time you come up, you're engaging that center so you're not thrusting through your body or your back. Let's go. Hinge forward, drive the elbows up, open up the chest, squeeze and retract the shoulders back, and right to your kickbacks. Now watch where my position is. Make sure you're not bringing those elbows in or all the way up to those shoulders. You want to keep your elbows up here, and you want to stop those weights somewhere in like slightly in front of those hips, not too far in. You're not trying to bring those weights into your underarms. If you come in too far, you're taking the focus away from the muscles you're working, which is the back of those arms. Good, nice and easy, come on up, lift, Shoulders down, retract back, reset your body, and go. Set number 3. Scooping press. Engage that center and breathe. That breath is going to help you get through each one. And remember, you set your pace. So if you got heavy weights and you need to go a little slower, you need to take a rest in between each one, do so. You've got lighter weights and you can handle going a little faster, that's fine too. Open up the chest, squeeze and retract the shoulder blades back. Get those weights somewhere right by the hips, slightly in front. Keep those elbows up as high as you can. So you've got to use those back muscles to keep those elbows up and those lats contracted as you do the movement through the back of the arms. That's where you've got those other muscles kicking in to assist. And last one, lower down, come on up. Reset that body, shoulders down, retract back, engage your center. And your final set is right here. Good, breathe. Engage that center. Keep it strong. So yes, dominant muscles here are chest. So scoop up and come together. But you've got some shoulder work happening here. 10 seconds. Good, getting that last one in, hinging forward, making sure you retract those shoulders back and down and away from your ears. Get your elbows up nice and high and kick back. Again, last and final set. Keep that chin off your chest, especially as you start to fatigue. "15 seconds here. Five more seconds. And one more time. Gently come on down. And come on up. You've got 30 seconds. Now for our next superset, it's actually only one exercise, but we're switching sides. So we're doing that unilateral movement. So we're going to bring it up here. Hold your hand right on the back of your arm to help hold it in position. Keep it close to your head, and you're going for a tricep extension. Now if you have any trouble going overhead, go back to kickbacks, but one arm at a time, and stagger those feet, okay? So you're gonna either be there or up here. Let's go. Right side, either that kickback or right here for that tricep extension. But if you can't get that arm up and over that head, then just work a single kickback, one arm at a time. You'll still hit the back of the arm where we want to. And if you have your fingers on the back of your arm here, you're gonna feel that movement and that muscle tensing up as you bend, lengthening as you extend. Good, get that last one in, you gotta pull it down and switch sides. So that kick back or rise that arm up again, just take that hand on the back of your arm to help hold it in place. Make sure you're keeping that arm close to your head, next to your ear. Try not to be too far here. Okay, try to be as close and up to that head as you can. That will depend on flexibility. Keep working at it. 10 seconds. Good, get that last one in. Gently lower down. Once again, going back into your kick back on the other side. Or lifting up here. Single arm, tricep extension. So this you only have to do 2 sets of, one and on each side, because we're alternating those sets. We're still doing 4, but it's gonna wind up being 2 on the right and 2 on the left. This is set number 3, but only the second on the right side. Good, get that last one in, and other side, either get in position for the kickback, or right here, for your final set, on that left side. And then we're gonna be taking it to the floor, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to get that mat down, and get your weights close to the mat. We're gonna be doing things like tricep extensions, tricep presses, chest presses, push-ups, things like that. So we'll have some stuff with the weights, some without. Make sure you have the variation of weights if you have them available to you. Nice and easy, bring it down. And let's start to set up on that floor. All right, get those variations of weights. I'm gonna go with 5s and 8s. All right. All right, keep it there, get some water, and breathe. All right, resetting that clock. Everybody's gonna take it down. Watch me first. All right. So we are going to start with presses. So I'm gonna show you first. We're gonna take the arms up, palms are facing each other. Now we're going for a rotating press. So when we rotate down, we're 90 degrees bent. You're not resting on the floor, you're hovering over, and then you rotate and push back up. So this is gonna be really chest driven right here. And then our second exercise is gonna be close to the body presses straight down. Now that's gonna still work the chest, but it's gonna get a little bit into the triceps as well. So that's gonna be more of a compound move, okay? All right, let's get those arms up, palms facing each other. Start your rotating and pressing, and I'm gonna start that clock. Go ahead. You are on that clock right here. All right, right up here, rotate and press. Nice and strong, rotating press up. Make sure you're imprinting your spine down and into that ground. And your last one, hold it here. And now keep it close to the body as you come down right to your side. Okay, so now you're staying close, almost brushing the inside of the arms to your sides as you come down. Engage that center and breathe. Hold it up right here, right back into that rotation and press. 30 seconds here. You'll start to feel that chest as you start to get through those extra sets. We're on set number 2. Again, think about that back, nice and flat, imprinting that spine in towards that floor. Good, getting that last one in, holding it up, making sure you're in good form, and you're coming straight down again. Think about what your pace is for this. Engage your center and imprint your spine down to the ground. If you need a rest, go ahead and rest the arms on the floor. You can even take it down here if you need a moment. Continuing when and if you can. Good, hold it up. Reset, make sure you're imprinting that spine. Rotate and press, you're in set number 3. Strong through that chest. Rotate down, rotate up. So you're going to be in position and ready for your next move. Good, you're going to get that last one in. Hold it up, reset, make sure you're imprinting that spine. Nice flat back into the ground and press it up right here. Good, strong presses up. You're gonna really start to feel this in your arms, back of the arms, in the chest. You'll feel it in your biceps, your wrists, your forearms, even your grip. Okay, so all those other muscles, yes, they are assisting and helping. Hold it up, your final set coming right here. Rotate and press, one more set of each. Almost there, and then your final set of that close grip, neutral grip, chest, tricep press coming up. Final set right here. Finish up that rotating press and hold. Keep it here. Close grip. You are remaining shoulder width apart with those arms the entire time. Keeping it nice and close to the body. Bending those elbows down. They're 90 degrees bent as you come down. You're either hovering over the floor or lightly tapping, brushing that floor, and then pressing right back up. Not resting unless you need to. And last one. Good. Nice and easy. Come on down. Take those weights to the side. And the next two exercises, we're rotating over. Yes, we did push-ups for back, but we are also doing them for chest right here. So on your knees or on your toes, you're gonna go for a push-up, however you feel comfortable, and then a side tricep push-up. So right here, you're gonna hug your back with the arm underneath, place the other hand right next to the elbow, and push yourself up. If you can't come up, you're pushing, even if you can't lift, pushing that palm into the floor. All right, let's go for that first set of push-ups right here. And then we'll talk you through that tricep push-up, sideline tricep push-up. Right here is your regular push-up, really thinking about pressing that chest up and away from that floor. If you can come all the way down to that floor, great. If you can only get a small push-up here, totally fine, until you start to build more strength to really push yourself up. Make sure you're engaging that center and you're coming down as one unit, okay? Not here, keeping that bottom up. All right, right here, rotate onto your side, left side, hug your back with that bottom hand, other hand right here, press it up. This is gonna activate that tricep to make you lift your body up and off of that floor. But again, you may not be able to, so you might just be pushing your hand into the ground and barely lifting off of that floor, but that's okay. That's okay. If that's all you can do, that's fine. You're still gonna activate it. You can even feel it with that other hand. If you're pushing hard enough into the floor, even if you're not going anywhere, you're still activating it, okay? Let's go. Rotate on to your belly. Press it up and lower it down. Readjust those hands, that position if you need to. You decide on how far apart you want those hands or how close. I have them slightly wider than my shoulders, with my hands slightly turned on an angle, just barely. And then you're gonna have to lay on your right side. So I'm gonna rotate to face you guys right here. On my right side, I'm gonna hug my back with my bottom arm, other hand in front of that elbow, and press my body up from that floor. And again, if you can't come up, just push the hand into the ground. Even if you don't lift up, that's fine. You're gonna still activate the back of that arm and maybe eventually build enough strength to push your body up and off of that floor. Awesome, lift it up, and you're going back to those push-ups. So on your belly, or if you want to start up top for that small push-up, that's fine. I'm gonna come all the way down and press up from that floor. I'm making contact with my chest on that ground, so I know I've got the biggest range that I can work from here to press myself back up and really engage those chest muscles. Press. And rotate up back to your left side. Hug your back with that bottom arm. Other hand right in front of that elbow and pressing yourself up. Again, using the back of that arm, even if you just push to the floor and your body goes nowhere, you'll still get an isometric press and hold. And if you can, maybe eventually you press so hard and you get that muscle strong enough to push yourself up and off of that ground. That doesn't mean it has to happen today. Do what you can. Good. Rotate over onto your belly, starting from up top or from the floor to press yourself up or to lower down. Wherever you can go, even if it's a small move right there, you're still going to engage that chest. And then as you get stronger, you work on getting lower towards that floor. Again, even making contact with that floor and then pressing it up from there. Getting that full range of motion on that push-up. All right, we're going back to our right side. Hugging your back. Again, with the bottom arm, other hand in front of that elbow, and pressing yourself up. And then we got 2 more circuits coming up. Our next one, we're going back to those weights, and then back to body weight work. Almost there. The last 4 exercises coming up to hit that chest and hit those triceps. Awesome, you got 30 seconds. All right, I'm gonna go with my 5-pound weights for the next one. I'll show you the 2 moves, and then you decide on what's gonna be best for you. Lowering down onto your back, arms are up in the same position they were before, but you can bring the weights all the way together here. Slight bend in the elbows. You got chest flies, so you're opening and closing here, and then you're holding shoulder width apart, bending and extending for tricep extensions to the side of your head. All right, so come on up and open and close. We're in it right now. Grab the weights. You got 4 sets of everything, so get into position, get it moving. This first one is your chest focus. The second exercise of the superset is tricep focus. Imprint that spine into the ground, engage your center. Just take it where you feel comfortable going. Come on up, reset. Make sure your shoulder width apart. Bend and extend up from here. It's as if your elbows are locked in one position. They're not moving. They are staying in one position, and you're bending from there. So lock the bottom of your arms in position, and then bend from the elbow to bring the weights to the side of your head, and come up. If you do this right, you will feel the back of those arms at work. So this is similar to what we did standing, but for those of you who have those shoulder issues and can't bring the weight overhead, that's a great option for the triceps extension. Bring it up here. So again, hitting that tricep from different angles, open and close. If standing tricep extensions are not an option, these lying down ones may just as well be better for you. Open and close. Almost there. Let's get that last one in. Hold it right here. Extend and lengthen the arms. Separate them shoulder width apart. Again, lock the bottom of those arms in position. And then you're bending from the elbow, extending and lengthening back up. You'll start to feel that fatigue in the back of the arms. I'm certainly feeling it on that second set. Good, bring it up. You can take the weights a little closer together. Slight bend to the elbows as you open and close for set number 3. Good, your chest focus right here as you open and close. And use that chest to squeeze back up and in. If you need to make it a smaller move, totally fine. Bigger move right here, if you can. Hold it up, shoulder width apart, set your position, imprint your spine, and go. Extend and lengthen up. Right to the back of those arms once again. You got one more set of each of these. And then we're going to be moving on to our last and final circuit. Body weight driven, no weights. Hang in there. Let's finish it up here with our final set. Hold it up. You can bring those hands together a little bit more. And then again, open and close. Find that range that works for you. If you need to make it smaller, make it smaller. If you can make it bigger, make it bigger. Change weights if you need to. So usually after 1 or 2 sets, you can usually figure out if you need to adjust the weight, either heavier or lighter, based on how you're feeling. Hold it up, extend and lengthen, and then bend and extend. So a good way to tell if you need to change weights is when those 30 seconds are over, if you feel like you could just continue on and on and on for like 10 minutes, then those weights are too light. If you get to the end of those 30 seconds on each set, you want to feel fatigued. You want to feel like that was the last maybe rep you could do, and then you do your next exercise, but you can still handle moving on. If you can't get through the 30 seconds, take a break, then go weights are too heavy. All right, so our final superset right here, or our plank ups, okay, so you can be on your knees to come down and upright. That's gonna be down and upright, same lead, okay? And then we're rotating over for our tricep dips. Now you can just lift the bottom up and down, or you can hover and bend and extend from there. All right, let's go into our first move, and I'll walk you through that second one. So on your knees or on your toes, come down right, down left, press it up, press it up. So this again is a compound move. You're gonna have the chest and the triceps on your toes, if you can, to make it harder. Right as you lead every time, down right, down left, up right, up left. Use that strong press of that right hand to lift up, and then the left follows. Now again, compound move, chest and triceps are working together. You have biceps, you have other muscles that are assisting in as well. Rotate over, keeping your bottom down, lifting that bottom up, using the back of those arms with that little bend and extend. And then to make this harder, lift and hover those hips up and bend and extend from there. So now you have more body weight in it, and you're gonna hit those triceps even stronger. 10 more seconds, and then when you rotate over for the plank ups, it's gonna be your left lead on set number 2. Good, let's get that last one in. Rotate it over on your knees or on your toes. So if you're on your knees, you're here. Down left, down right, press it up, press it up. And if you need to simply just hold the plank, you can do that. Okay, that's still gonna build strength in the upper body. If you can't add that movement yet, it's okay. Again, you can't do this if you can't hold this or this. So you have to work on that first. You have to be able to hold it long enough to be able to move through it. Rotate over, and once again, keeping that bottom on the floor, extending the arms to lift the bottom up, bending to lower the bottom down, or lift and hover. And keep those hips and that bottom off of that floor as you bend and extend through the elbows. So this is not my bottom coming up and down, it's my elbows bending and extending. So the back of my arms are doing the work here. Get one more in, and then when we rotate over, we're back to our right lead. So again, on your knees, on your toes, you decide, down right, down left, press up right, and then the left follows. So it's really about that right arm pressing up. Okay, that's what you want to feel. Press and lift. Rest of the body as steady as possible while you move through that. On your knees if you need to, will make it easier. Or again, simply hold your plank on the forearms or on the hands up here. Get that last one in. And one more set after this. Let's get those dips in first, and then one more final set. Again, lifting by bending, extending the elbows, holding those hips up if you can to make it even more challenging. "15 seconds, and you got one more final set of each left to finish out your workout today. Blasting that chest and those triceps today. One more time, and go. Let's do it. Left lead on those plank ups. On your knees if you need. Down left. Again, you want to think about pressing up with that left hand. Down left, down right. Press yourself up with that left hand. The right follows. So that right side really isn't doing the work as you press up. It's that left. Think about it. Push. That's what makes this so hard, because it's almost like doing a one-handed tricep push-up. And rotate over right here. Last and final set right here. Keeping that bottom on the floor, lifting by bending, extending the elbows, or again, hovering to make it more challenging to finish it out right here. 20 seconds left to finish it out. Last and final 10 seconds. Get that last one in and relax. Good. Let's lengthen everything out. Extend those arms behind you. Good. You might feel a little bit of those shakes in those arms like I do. It's okay. They are now having to get stronger because you worked them so hard. Let's hug those knees in just to allow ourselves to come up to our feet. Hands on the floor. Allow that bottom to come up. Roll that back up or come up another way that feels comfortable to you. All right, I'm going to take my mat out of the way. I'm going to take my weights out of the way. And we're going to stretch that upper body, that chest, and the back of those arms. All right, let's start by just rolling the shoulders back right here. Good, let's roll and hold, and then from here, we're gonna bring the arms up, reach for that ceiling, really lengthen up and out of those shoulders, and then take it down halfway right here. Now we're gonna round and reach forward, open and look up. Really open up through that chest right here. Close by rounding and look down, open and look up. 2 more times, round and look down, open and look up. 1 more time, round, and then open. Good, come back neutral. And from here, we're gonna interlock the fingers, take them behind the head, or loosely behind the ears if you can't interlock, okay? Now what we're gonna do here is almost the same thing. We're gonna round and bring the elbows together, and then open and squeeze and retract those shoulder blades back. That's gonna open and stretch that chest. 3 more times. Bring the elbows together, rounding the back. Open that chest and squeeze and retract those shoulder blades back. 2 more times. Close, bring those elbows together. Open. Good, and 1 more time. Close and round. Open and stretch right here. Good, let's take that right arm across the chest. Get a little bit of a stretch right here. And then up and back. And this is where you want to get the back of that arm stretched. So if you can grab and pull, you're right here. Good, and release. Let's take the other arm, bring it across first. Good, and you can either keep it here, or if you can, you're back here now, stretching through the back of that arm. And if you can, lengthen up, and then lower down and interlock behind the back. Open up the chest, squeeze and retract the shoulder blades back. Really get that open chest right here. And release. Let's roll those shoulders back and down. Just loosen up those shoulders 1 more time. Last 2. 1 more time. Let's take 2 deep breaths in. Exhale. 1 more time in. And exhale. Awesome job, guys. You are all done. with that chest and tricep upper body blast today. So hopefully you felt it in that chest, you felt it in the back of those arms. Again, those areas could be sore tomorrow or for 48 hours. You'll kind of see how you acclimate to the exercises you did today. But great job. Again, we are working on that week. This week's specific week is what I'm calling it. And we are working on those specific areas, focus in 1 or 2 muscle groups per day. Tomorrow is our final day of specific week, and we're gonna be working the hips and the abs. So we're gonna be focusing on this area all right here, okay? Our mid-center down through our hips, okay? So that's gonna be the area of focus tomorrow. If you have those resistant bands, you can break those out tomorrow. I'll show you how to have some options in using those, but you don't need them. Don't worry, you can do all of the exercises without. In fact, it may be even too hard with the resistance bands, but we'll incorporate them when and if you can and if you have them, okay? So awesome job today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, if you really enjoyed this workout, I know that the back of the arms are one of those issues that a lot of people want to work on, so make sure you save it and you do it once a week in order to hit those muscles hard and really get that area toned and contracted and really get it to a spot where you would like to tighten it up, okay? Also, if you know other people who are looking for exercises for those specific areas, go ahead and share it. And again, you can get all of the videos back at this page by clicking on videos, and they're all there for you. So choose any of the live videos that we have done so far, and they will be available for you there. Again, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Tomorrow, again, hips and abs, and I will see you for that area tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for joining.